Today I want to tell you about citric acid, which I included in this soap here, colorful soap, and yeah, I will talk to you about that. Why citric acid? Because it is an ingredient that can counter foam scum. You know, the soap scum is the damn little white film that we find on the walls of our shower and our bath, and it's difficult to remove because it sticks everywhere. And this little white film not only sticks to your shower and your bath, also it sticks to our hair and our skin. So where does this little white film come from? First, if you have hard water like I do, this water contains metal ions. It also contains all kinds of other junk, but let's stick to metal ion for right now. So metal ions like calcium and magnesium. And calcium and magnesium can be found in unrefined butters such as cocoa butter, mango butter, and shea butter, which I use widely a lot. What I learned is that citric acid is not the effective one, really. Once the citric acid has reacted with the sodium hydroxide, it becomes a salt called sodium citrate, and it is this ingredient that is interesting. And this ingredient is a chelator. Well, what's that again? A chelator, what does it eat in winter? A chelator is simply a chemical which comes from the chemical reaction between sodium hydroxide and citric acid, which has the property of attracting or enclosing or trapping metal ions to prevent them from reacting and binding with the soap molecules to prevent the formation of that damn little white film, the soap scum. I use a lot of shea butter in my soaps, and we know it contains stearic acid. Stearic acid, on contact with sodium hydroxide, becomes a salt called sodium stearate, which in contact with the calcium, which is contained in hard water, becomes calcium stearate, which is the small white film once again. How do we use it in our recipes? I read that you can use 1 to 2% of the total weight of oils or fat. And you should know that 10 grams of citric acid in granules will neutralize 6 grams of sodium hydroxide. In another word, the 10 grams of citric acid will use 6 grams of NAOH to transform into sodium citrate. So you understand that this 6 grams of sodium hydroxide is no longer available to transform all the fatty acids in oils and butter into soap and glycerin. So I will have a super fat in my soap. And I don't exactly know which percentage it will be. Okay, let's take an easy measurement of 1 kilo of total oils, which is 100 grams. Suppose that 100 grams of oils, and I want to use 2% of citric acid. 2% of 1,000 grams equal 20 grams. We know that 10 grams of citric acid in granules will neutralize 6 grams of sodium hydroxide, while 20 grams will neutralize 12 grams. These 12 grams are no longer available to transform our fat into soaps. What we are going to do is to add it to the amount of NaOH already proposed by the soap calculator. Calc. I enter my recipe for 1,000 grams of oils and fats, and SoapCal calculates 140.42 grams of NaOH. It is to that 140 grams of NaOH that I will add the 12 grams for a total of 152 grams of NAOH. Naturally, these calculations are good when adding our products in granules. For already diluted products, the calculations are different, and I will not cover that today. It's complicated enough like that. Are you following me? I find it difficult to explain all the calculations. So in my recipe today, I have coconut oil, olive, shea butter, rice bran oil, castor, almond, sweet almond oil, and canola oil. And as the fragrance oil, I use tobacco and bay leaves from Brambleberry. I just love it. I just love it. It works wonderfully. No acceleration, never. No discoloration. Look, it's a real charm. A real charm. A real charm to work with. So let's go and do that soap now.
Let's take a break after that. Not easy to say all these words. Whew. I hope you understood something. The soap is now curing, and in 4 months, 4 weeks, I will make tests with it. Already I can see I love the texture, I love the feeling of it, and I'm so happy. Another thing I forgot to say is that it doesn't affect the pH of your soap. Many people ask me that. No. Even if it's more calculation and a bit more trouble, I think I will add it to all my soaps from now on. I really love the texture. So, thank you for being there, and I don't know if you kept listening to me all the way, but thank you and bravo. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and please, if you like it, put a thumb up. Be good, have fun soaping, and see you soon. Bye-bye.